competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. They'll roll it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Fletcher Cox coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Roethlisberger, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Hey, box up.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. He finds Hopkins complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
White 80. 52 right here. Double dog. That's the way. Jumper.
Now it's Breida. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Let's go, D.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. John Ross hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Throwing on second and long. Roethlisberger. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Returnable for Grant. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Mike 20. In your face.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Mike 20. Watch a slant. Hey, Mike.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll toss it to Coleman. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
57 to Mike. All day.
It's Coleman here. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Check. Fresno. Hey.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
No spacing. 51. We got it.
Now Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But there's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bears take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Black 30.
Hey, let's get in them holes.
No foul. Let's go.
On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger sliding out of the pocket. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Packers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
Check Mike 50.
Mike 50. Middle.
Mike 50.
Easy.
I'm here all day.
Hey. Orbit.
50 to Mike.
Black.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
I got you, son. Hey.
They'll run it with Johnson. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double cover. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
52's the Mike. Check out. Got to spin. 24.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
Here we go.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal.
Easy. 50. 5.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. Touchdown, Packers. Jordan Thomas, his third touchdown now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they will.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
I'm going to hit you all day.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 13.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down.
There we go, Mike 20. Here we go. Front. Mike 20. Target. Mike 20.
Throwing is Jackson. He finds his target, Fuller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Jackson. This is Coleman with a grab. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Complete to Tevin Coleman. It's a pickup of 3.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. And Jackson throwing once more, finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
It's complete to Fuller. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Coleman. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. it's Jackson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
No spacing.
Check tight. Check tight. Mike 52. Mike 52. Let's go, D.
Whirl.
Mike 52.
Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. He dumps it off to Drake. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Kill. Showing it.
Big ass.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Open man is lost, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One of the selling points of the in route is against the quarterback, a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Here's Jackson. He's letting this one go, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Will Fuller. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I talked with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, You absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and through, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken short. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
77.
Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick 6. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
Hey, Mike 20. Do your job.
Now it's Jackson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Green brings it in. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 50, huh? Hey, Delta. 50's the mark.
the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Drake. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Hey.
First down.
Hey, dude.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 46. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard
Mike 20,
line.
Mike 20, Mike 20.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago! Tevin Coleman, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Now for the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Bears 29, Packers 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Where's 50? Alert, alert. 52.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. So we got man.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
52 is the Mike right here over there, right? 52 is the Mike. Mike 7.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Hopkins. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Trey Hendrickson in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Bravo.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down again. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. No gain on this defense. No gain.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Who that? Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this, we got this.
Mike 20.
Coleman. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Got you, boy.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He's got Fuller. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Will Fuller, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season as the Bears push further out in front. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though. There's no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Packers on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Go, go. 50.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
World. Hey, wahoo!
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. From the 44, Roethlisberger. Accelerating, and off he goes. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick-6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and it's third down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
These two. Mike 52, Mike 52. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? Quarter. You gonna get this? Hey, foxtrot. Slack it down.
Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Coleman. And some room to maneuver. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
Bears 49, Packers 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here we go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
52's the mic, boys. 52. 50.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Finding Green complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run. It's Drake. Now Drake loses the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And he cuts it right into space. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people out.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
I'm here.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Complete. It's Johnson. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.